In the heart of the ancient savannah, nestled between whispering trees and songs carried by warm winds, lay the village of Noji. The villagers were known for their respect of the old ways, the gods, and above all, the rules that governed the spiritual world. One rule stood above the rest: never wander near the whispering grove after midnight. It was said that the dead danced there, souls who had not yet crossed over, bound to the land by secrets, curses, and unfinished blood oaths. Zora was 16, beautiful and spirited, with eyes that gleamed like twilight and a curiosity that often led her where she wasn't supposed to go. She was the daughter of Adis, the village priestess, a woman feared and revered, who spoke with the gods and carried the weight of ancient wisdom. Zora's mother had warned her all her life: there are things even I do not dare to see. Stay away from the grove, especially on the festival of crossing. But that night, the night of the festival, the winds were strange. Drums throbbed from the village square as the elders poured libations to their ancestors, calling them to cross into the world of the living just for a breath, a whisper, a moment of peace. Zora watched the dancing flames from the edge of the square, her heart pulling in a different direction. She had dreamt of the whispering grove for 6 nights straight. In her dreams, silver mist danced in spirals. She saw figures without faces, voices without mouths, and always a haunting rhythm. A rhythm her feet couldn't resist. She would wake up sweating, breathless, like she had been dancing for hours. And now, with the drums echoing louder, the moon a golden eye in the sky, she felt something calling her again. So she went, slipping away while her mother led chants. Zora followed the narrow path toward the grove. The trees there were gnarled and wide, back twisted like ancient faces frozen mid-scream. The air grew cold. The wind spoke in hisses, then laughter. The ground beneath her feet pulsed, as though alive. Then she heard it. The rhythm. Low and hypnotic. No drumbeat she had ever known, yet every muscle in her body responded. She stepped into the clearing. The whispering grove, and they were there. Figures cloaked in moonlight, moving in impossible ways, spinning without turning, gliding without moving. Their feet made no sound, yet the rhythm grew louder. Some had no faces. Others had eyes that burned like forgotten stars. They circled her, yet did not touch. Zora's heart thundered. She should have run. She didn't. Her body moved before she could think. She danced. Each step felt like falling into a memory that wasn't hers. She saw wars, betrayal, forbidden love, unjust deaths. The spirits wept, and she wept with them. Her arms moved like fire, her feet kissed the earth. She felt powerful, free. But then, one spirit stepped forward. He was tall, in regal robes, with a broken crown made of bone. His voice slithered into her mind. You have opened the veil, child. You must finish the dance, or stay forever. Zora froze. What dance? The dance of remembrance. The dance that binds the forgotten to the earth. You wear their sorrow now. You cannot leave until the last step is danced. Panic rose. Her feet tried to retreat, but they wouldn't obey. She turned to run, but her body was caught in the rhythm. A scream built in her throat until... Zora. A voice from the trees. Her mother. Zora's eyes widened as she saw Adis step into the grove, face painted with sacred chalk, her staff glowing faintly. No one has danced this dance and returned, Adis said, voice steady. You have angered them, child. I didn't mean to. Zora cried, tears streaking her face. They called to me, I couldn't stop. Adis raised her staff. Let her go, spirits of Noji. She is of the living. But the crowned spirit only smiled. She is no longer yours. She wears the sorrow of the unburied. Let her finish what you never dared to begin, Adis. Zora looked at her mother. What does he mean? Adis lowered her staff, trembling. Before I was priestess, I danced. Like you. But I ran before the final step. I trapped them here. All of them. You awakened what I buried. The crowned spirit laughed, hollow and cold. Now she must dance for us both. Zora felt the rhythm surge again. Her body twisted, the spirits closing in. She screamed. And then, silence. Everything stopped. Adis had fallen to her knees, her staff buried into the earth. Take me, she whispered. Let her go. I began it. I will end it. The crown spirit studied her. Then nodded once. Blood for blood. Step for step. Zora was released. The rhythm vanished from her body like water drying from skin. She gasped, collapsing to the ground. The spirit surrounded her mother. She did not scream. She danced. It was beautiful. And terrifying. Her mother spun and bled light. Her chants echoed through the grove like thunder and memory. One by one, the spirits began to fade, smiling, bowing, dissolving into mist. At last, only the crowned spirit remained. He bowed. Well done, priestess. And vanished. When the sun rose, Zora returned alone. The villagers found her kneeling at the edge of the grove, her mother's staff in hand, her eyes filled with tears. She never told them what happened. But from that day, the winds in the grove stopped whispering. And Zara, the girl who danced with ghosts, became the youngest priestess Noji had ever known.